All right, guys, I've seen a lot of talk and chatter all over the internet talking about Olight and reviewers of Olight on YouTube and people talking about people being paid off and not trusting things or not knowing exactly what's going on with Olight and people doing reviews. Well, I thought I'd just make a video and give you the straight up facts on this end of how it works and with Olight and basically what's going on and exactly how I feel about everything. Now, how much do I get paid from Olight? Well, the truth of the matter is I get paid $0 from Olight. Now, there is one time that I did get money from Olight, and I'm going to explain that to you. And after I explain it to you, you're going to realize that that money that I got had nothing to do then or now with my opinion, my reviews, or anything to do with Olight whatsoever. And when I explain that to you in a few minutes, I do believe that it'll become clear and you'll understand that money had nothing to do with that. But first of all, let me talk about a few things. Okay, so I like Surefire, and I've always thought Surefire is a good company. And this right here is my Surefire E2D Defender in the Raven holder. This is my main primary light right here, the E2D Defender. So several years back, I don't know how many years ago it's been, I was contacted by Olight over my email, and they said they would like to send me something to test, do a review, and give my opinions on. And I thought, oh wow, cool, this company wants to send me a flashlight to do a review on. Yeah, I'm all for it. Go ahead, send away. Well, I don't know how many Olights that I've got, because the fact of the matter is that 90% of every Olight that I've gotten, I've given away. They're sitting in family members' pockets, and I've given away to viewers. And there's viewers that'll tell you in the comments below that I've given them lights. So almost every Olight that I've ever gotten, I've given away. Just to friends, family, and people on the internet that watch my videos. And Razor JB was the last one that I sent a surprise package to, and I gave him one of the Olights that I believe, it was a bigger one, it was a search and rescue, and I believe it was running $150 if you bought it brand new. Well, and I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying that I sent that away to him. So let me back to what I was originally saying. So Olight started sending me lights. I did reviews, and what I come to find out was after I got this one, the S2 Baton, it's actually been 3 years ago that I got this one. What I found was that when I tested this light, and I started testing it by freezing it, putting it in water, dropping it on concrete, it still has nicks on it. I was in a big building and with a concrete basement, and I remember throwing it up in the air and letting it hit the concrete and picking it up, and it still worked. And I'm getting ready to do this review, and I was doing all that for the review, but what I come to find out was, after having this light for a while, I really fell in love with this light. I really love to EDC this light, and this light was on me everywhere I went. There was even times that I wouldn't have this and I would have this on me. The magnetic tail cap came in handy so many times I can't even tell you how many times that I've used the magnetic tail cap, whether it's bringing a metal trash can over, sticking it to it, I can move it up and down with a metal trash can while I'm working on guns. So many things that I've done with this light and using the magnetic tail cap. It's really come in handy. So how do I feel about the durability and my honest opinion on Olight and having this for 3 years and carrying this either as a main light or a backup light to the Surefire E2D Defender? Well, I'll tell you this right now, I would have no problem carrying this as a primary light on duty. No problem whatsoever. This thing never has ever missed a beat. So let's get into what you all want to hear about. The money that I got from Olight, okay? I know everybody wants to hear about this. So here's what happened. There was a guy I was dealing with on Olight that would email me back and forth, let me know about new items coming out, would ask me first if I'd want to test something, and I'd reply back, yes or no, and he would give me the info. So basically I was dealing with this guy for, I don't know, a few years, and all of a sudden he sent me an email and said, hey, I just want you to know that I'm going to refer you to someone else in the company of Olight that's going to be taking over for me. I am leaving the Olight company. I'm going to a bigger, better opportunity, and I will no longer be with Olight anymore. At the bottom, he said, could you please send me your PayPal address? So I honestly didn't know what was going on. So after a few years of dealing with this guy, I got that email. I sent him my PayPal address. The next day I get up and there was a $300 deposit into my PayPal. And I think I got an email from him that said, hey, just wanted to give you a thank you. Let you know it was a pleasure working with you and good luck in the future, is what he said to me. And he gave me the $300 in PayPal. So number one, the reason that this money wasn't a payoff was because this guy was leaving Olight. He had no stake in the company. So any amount of money that he gave me was irrelevant to me reviewing these lights, because he was no longer with the company. I mean, to him, he could care less what I do with it. So that is the one-time payment that I received from Olight, was from that very, very nice fellow that I dealt with that moved on to bigger and better things, and he said he wanted to send me a goodbye gift. Now, I don't know if it was from him personally or if it was from Olight. I have no idea. And that little $300 money, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's really nice to have, and I was really appreciative, but that $300 in no way, still to this day, influences my opinion whatsoever on these lights. And let me tell you something else. You guys look back through my videos, and you look at all the things that I have and things that I've bought and things that I've tested, and you'll know that when it comes to buying gear, that I normally get whatever I want, whether it's a $550 Sebenza pocket knife to guns that are, you know, thousands of dollars. I get whatever I want. So there's really no way that somebody saying, we'll send you an $80 light is going to buy me off to give good reviews and try to sell their product, because it just wouldn't be worth it for me. If this was junk, if I didn't like it, I simply would trash their emails and not even let them email me anymore. That you guys that's been with me for years, you know that when it comes to gear and the money that I spend yearly on these items and on guns and things, I believe that you really, really in your heart know that it would take more than an $80 flashlight to buy me off and to say good things about something if it really wasn't true. The fact of the matter is I've come to find that I just want to help people like I do with everything, whether I'm reviewing guns or whatever. And I don't want to say, well, you got a wife and you got 4 kids and you're living paycheck to paycheck like a lot of people do in this country. I don't want to necessarily say this is what you should have and this is the only thing you should have because I like it and it's the best and it's a Surefire. But what I can say to you is you know what? That I used this as a backup for 3 years and it's, I don't know, $79, and you can, you know, it's got a magnetic tail cap and you can go get this for $79, and I've dropped it on concrete and I've done everything with it and it still works. Well, you could buy this and you could carry this every day, and you may not have the $250 I paid for this E2D Defender, and that's okay. That's basically what it boils down to, you know. It is what it is. So after 3 years of using this as a backup and all the Olights that I've had that I've never switched, I did here recently switch. This MIT Raider, M1T Raider, was the first one that made me switch out in 3 years from my backup light. Simply just because in testing this, I found that I just really liked it. I liked how the clip is longer, the light's shorter, but it's a CR123, so it doesn't take an 18650 battery. I just use a Surefire battery in there. But what I found is that this was fastly becoming my go-to light and have superseded the one that I've used for 3 years as a backup. So the M1T Raider is the one that I currently use as a backup. And so far in testing, and yeah, if you want to look at the bezel back here, I accidentally put this through the washer and the dryer when I first got it, and I wanted to keep this nice. And I knew I heard something. I heard this all through the house. I heard this banging, and I thought, oh, you know, it's the button snap on the pants. Here I got it out, and it went through both the washer and the dryer, and all it did was take off the anodizing around the tail cap here. So let's see. Now my battery's dead, and I got to get a new battery, but you can see that it still works same as it ever did. So this is the one I backup use now. As far as the weapon lights, honestly, I like this PL2 Valkyrie as much as I do my Surefire X300 Ultra. And I really like the way the paddles, the switch is on the paddles here. This has a laser on it, but it's built out of the same aluminum. It locks on tight. In fact, my Surefire moves just a hair back and forth, and this one doesn't. I'm not downing the Surefire X300 Ultra. It's a durable, great light, and I love it. But I'm just saying there is movement on this gun with my Surefire X300 Ultra. A little clunk, clunk back and forth, and this doesn't even do that. But this has the laser and the light, and I do like the soft touch paddle on the side here. As far as this new one, I haven't tested it other than showing it on video, the PL2 Mini. I have not tested this other than showing it just on video, but seems like a decent light. It's locked on tight with no movement. But guys, I just wanted to do this video to kind of dispel some of the myths out there as far as other people and what they do, what they get. I can't tell you. So there may be a channel out there that's got 400,000 subscribers that's dealing with Olight, and maybe they're throwing out this cash like some people seem to think they are. But it sure ain't happening with me here, and I'm okay with that, because what I want to do is just review things and help you guys out. And you know what, guys? On that point, I don't think there's anything wrong with a reviewer getting things to review, with the exception of if the company is paying you off. And basically what I mean by that is, if Olight sent me this light and a $400 check, how would I give a bad review and cash that check and in good faith? It probably wouldn't happen. It probably wouldn't happen. But if they send me a light to review and it breaks, I've got no qualms about getting back on camera and saying, hey, this light broke and here's how it broke. So just keep that in mind. This stuff is expensive. The stuff we do on YouTube is not cheap. Let us take the brunt of that, and if we can, and if we get help, let us use that help to help you to make a decision. Because that's all I'm doing, is helping you to make a decision. You can see that S2 baton that I've backup carried for 3 years and that it still works and what I've done to it. Well, that saves you the stress of wondering if yours is going to work. If you're thinking about getting one and you want to spend your hard-earned money, that's going to help you to make that decision and for you to know what you're getting into. So don't disparage people that do reviews on some things that they might have got for free, because that doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to tell you something false, and I don't think it should ever mean that the people should tell you something false. The reason I review Olight lights is because I stand behind them. I put my name behind Olight. And if anything ever came out there in the public where Olights were failing everybody, you best be sure that my name would be pulled immediately from backing that light source. Never would happen. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to clear that up for you guys, and I hope you have a great day. And until next time, this is DOF, and I am out.